Welcome back to the Chaotica. It's me, Gossinger. I am standing. Where am I? You can tell my build right here. There's the ice road right there. I'm building a cube on the southern ice road. Just me, hanging out, building a cube. Nothing much today. Just thinking about. What am I thinking about? This video is about me making this one cube. It's not going to be long today. We're having. They did the moderators did a update on the LWC, which is the chest protection program, and other things, updating it to the newest edition. Just numerous different updates, but it has caused chunk loading to be sporadic, is the best way to put it. If you're big on exploring, which I like to do in Chaotica Remembers videos, or just even going from one side of Chaotica to the other, chunks will be missing and they're not loading. So I don't know what's going on. They're working on it, and that's problems with the server. Whenever you own a server or running a server, you'll want to update it periodically because Minecraft's always updating, and you have all these different plugins. Like, we have all sorts of plugins. And in order to keep them running, you got to do updates yourself. And it causes issues, it causes bugs, all sorts of computer problems. And so you have to adapt. They are working on it, and so it will be an issue that will be eventually remedied. Until then, I stay localized, I stay in one area, and I'll build some cubes. And that's what I'm doing today. And that's alright because I found me a new anime I'm watching, and so I'll watch that before work, and I gotta go to work in a little bit, so I don't need to be gaming a whole bunch today anyway. I figured I'd get one cube in and do a video and say hi to everybody out there in the wasteland of YouTube and the internet, and go about my day, go fix some locomotives. And that's life. Do. Anything else going on? I slept. I didn't sleep good last night. Had my breakfast and coffee. So it's an alright morning. I'm awake. Always thankful for that. But anytime I'm out here building, I just want to do everything. I want to go down there and mine that coral. I want to plant more trees. I want to harvest all the ice. But you can't do everything all at once. You can only do the one task and do that. You can put all of them on the back burner. Your mind can sit there and go, oh, do this, and this, but your focus is only on one task. And that's part of being disciplined, is keeping your mind from wandering to all that ice that needs mined. And keep it right here in front of you, using up the inventory you got. You can always go do that next. And that's how it is just in the house. Whenever you have chores to do, you got to be like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And I like to make lists. I don't do that here in the Chaotica so much because I find I actually used to. I used to keep a list of all the things I'm going to build and things like that. And then you accomplish it, and then you forget about making lists. I haven't had a list since the very first auto sorter in Chaotica. I remember the very first bits of Chaotica. The first thing I did was make some cubes. Back then, I didn't know about frog lights. And so I was using sea lanterns, I think, or maybe even candles, torches. I think once I found sea lanterns was a big deal, because once you have a cube that can put light on all sides, that's nice, because a torch would only light the inside. You wouldn't have the light on the outside, and you'd still have, a light block doubles your safety area on one side of the wall and the other. So I like that. It kept the monsters at a range from your building. And so I built the first few cubes by just digging. I dug into the mountain, and then I built cubes in the mountain and then out of the mountain, which was a mesa. I did that made a safe spot for those villagers I showed in probably the very first video. I'll go back and do it now that I have a better microphone and I'm getting better understanding. And soon I'll have a better understanding of editing. I'm getting into that now too. Not there yet, but I'm getting into it, learning it. So I did the villagers. I got the villagers going. Then I made a room for, I like that gold. I made a room for a nether portal. And then I built my first auto farms, which I should probably make very grandiose ones now. Now that I have whole another sections of the base, I should put auto farms in each section. This section where this raceway meets up with the Chaotica, it's still on my to-do list to put Ooh, look, welcome back. It's still on my list to put a, what do we call it? A glow ink farm. I want a fairly good size one, so I have all the glow ink I ever want. And then that'll be my next farm I do. And look at that, almost done with the cube. I'm going to do red terracotta. I also need to expand my cooking area, my smelters. I have reached a bottleneck of things needing cooked. And in order to do that also, I need to expand my lava room. My lava farm I have, I guess, with dripstone and lava. I need to expand that so I have more lava buckets and more smelters going at once. So I have a lot of projects to do, but everything takes focus and time, and I just do things one box at a time, one thought at a time, one project at a time. And that's all we can do in life. Whatever you got time you can dedicate to stuff. But that's the thing, is progress every day, just a little bit. And over time you will see a great change. And look at that. We have this area. Now look at this. You can be driving down. Let's see how far we can go before we see raw water underneath. Nothing here. Ooh, can you go through here? You can, but it goes into that room. Do we got raw water yet? Nope. Nope. That is going to be windows, so I don't really count it. I guess you could drive a boat into here, bounce off of this, and slowly go off. But that's going to be windows. I need to come back through with windows. And right here, I'm going to glass this so you can see down there. And I guess this is where the next cube is going to be. And that is the very first building for this leg. I made the road to the Guardian Farm from right there. This was the first workshop. Whoop. Look at that. I guess I could fly out here. Yeah. And so this was my first little workshop. I thought, well, yep, one of these has a whole bunch of coral in it. That one has ice. And this is gear for making freezer runes. I like that. I should make a model freezer rune so that I know how to make it in the future. That was the first bed on this leg. And this was one of my first experiments with honey blocks. And look at this building. I did not realize I could climb up here. Let's see where this takes me. Does this take me up to the ice road? We're here. Oh, it takes me over the ice road. I need a way down there. Huh. Cool. Well, be safe, be good. Have fun, y'all.